Mom, you gotta come check this out. You can see like rain on the car. Like, this is crazy. We're in the future. But yeah.
Speaking of telling your mom about things,
What'd you tell my mom about?
What is up, everybody? Welcome back.
This is the Late Night Motor Club, the only
Cool stuff.
only podcast you care about. I am Alex.
You're blacklisted.
No,
I'm Steven.
Yeah, there we go.
I'm Tyler.
That is Tyler. Welcome back. This is week number 2
Without Steven.
Without Big Steve. So we're
If
gonna
this
do
podcast is falling apart.
Yeah, just blame him. Yeah, everything is his fault. Even the last first 20 episodes, blame him for that too.
Yep.
But today's episode is going to be a fun one because
brought to you by Nostalgia.
Yeah, we're going to mess around a little bit while we have a little bit less serious of a podcast since our friend who is not here is not here.
Not here, yeah, right.
What are we talking about?
Today we are going back into it again, bringing it to you. Bringing it to you.
Bring it straight to you. We're going in. We're digging up the time capsule.
Digging up the time capsule. Today, just like in Sesame Street, is brought to you by the letter N, and it is for
Need for Speed.
And Need for Speed.
We're talking about the old car video games that we grew up with, or the car video games that are around now, and how they kind of shaped our perspective and style on stuff.
And how they kind of subconsciously turned you into a car guy.
Yeah,
because
for
for me, I think a staple for everybody is Need for Speed Underground 2. However, I'm not going to lie to you. I was playing Need for Speed Underground, the first one, before Need for Speed Underground 2 came out. I was playing freaking Midnight Club Dub Edition before they had Midnight Club 3.
Damn.
I was playing, what was that game called? Burnout, where you would crash cars and get points.
Oh, I always wanted that one. I'm pretty sure my mom wouldn't let me get that one.
I think it was called...
Burnout Paradise? No, is that after? That was like on Xbox 360 or something.
It was something where you would crash cars and get points, and I just freaking loved it.
Yeah.
And Gran Turismo, I was a big Gran Turismo. I had Gran Turismo on PlayStation 1, like Gran Turismo.
My brother had the exact same one on PS1.
Dude, and it had the yellow cover?
He had the flip-up screen on the PS1.
Oh, sick.
Never let me play it. Thanks.
Nice.
Appreciate that one.
I had the deluxe edition where it had when it was back in the days when it was a disc and it was a little yellow case and I opened it up and it had 2 discs.
Oh, the
deluxe edition.
Yeah. I remember the games that used to be like that. Wow, this makes me feel like
disc 1 and disc 2.
Yeah, this makes me feel like a dinosaur. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, Need for Speed Underground 2, I feel like was definitely one of those that a lot of us started with. And if you didn't turn off all of the songs except for Get Low and just had that on repeat the entire time, dude, that was the cringiest time of my existence.
Dude, that put me on to so many songs, I'm not even going to lie.
Oh, yeah. It was all music at the time.
Fun.
My mom was like, you can't listen to that. And I was like, she doesn't know it's on the GameCube. The same place I play Kirby Air Ride.
Dude, you want to know what I think it was about Need for Speed Underground 2 that really did it for people?
What?
Was I think this was correct me if I'm wrong, I think this was one of the first games that you kind of got free drive, right?
Oh, really?
Free roam, where you could just drive around anywhere, do anything. You could modify your car obnoxiously, and they had all the crazy stuff.
Okay, maybe.
All the crazy stuff. At that time, when Need for Speed Underground 2 came out, let's do a little research. What year was this?
It was all C West body kits,
Yeah.
dragging vinyl down the side.
All that. Dude, and
super sunk fitment.
I made my own vinyl with freaking basketball guys doing the Michael Jordan freaking
Air Jordan symbol.
dunk.
That's hilarious. Yeah,
with flames coming out of the back
definitely
of it.
had some obnoxious some liveries in there, if you want to call them liveries. What was the car in that game that you wanted? Do you remember?
Yeah, I do know what it was exactly. Oddly enough, in that time, I was kind of, I'm going to say woke. I was...
What?
Yeah, IS, I wanted either the Lexus IS, I think it was the 250 or 350.
300?
300, one of the Lexus ISs.
Good taste.
At the time. Or I wanted an Escalade.
Bad taste?
I wanted an Escalade so badly. I actually wanted the Escalade EXT, the frickin' truck.
Oh, the worst one.
And I was just on it. I loved it. I even had a Mustang with hydraulics in that game.
Damn. That is something. That is, I think I'm gonna be sick actually. Uh,
So
I
this is when it came out. Need for Speed Underground 2 came out November 9th in 2004, and on that
Really?
time, yeah, they were on it. They had freaking underglow. They had
Yeah.
the neon.
It was
they
like
had
it was like had Fast and Furious come out at that time?
yeah, Fast
Oh
and
yeah.
Furious was
So it's
out.
that same like
Vibe.
quote unquote golden era of like that getting exposure to mainstream audience.
You can get spinner rims. Every
Yeah.
car had NOS.
Yeah. Couple bottles, bro.
Right.
On the final level. But I will say you had a lot better taste than I did. That was still back when I was into Volkswagens, and
Oh.
I thought
Yeah.
that the Peugeot hatchback was a GTI. So that is the only car I think I ever drove in that game, and I think I wanted the Eclipse, but all I did was drive the Peugeot on the exact same track on repeat the entire time.
Okay, so I'm not gonna lie.
I never even got to the cool hydraulics and all that shit.
I had an Eclipse. I had a 350Z. But my Eclipse, I wanted the Spider one so badly, and it shot down that dream of even wanting the Eclipse.
What?
Is one of my friends when I was, because this came out in 2004, so we were in 4th grade, 5th grade, kind of 6th grade era of still playing this game.
How old are you?
I am the same age as you, I'm 27.
Why do I feel like I was so much younger? I don't know why.
You were in 4th grade at the same time I was in 4th grade. 2004.
Sure. I have no recollection of that time period, but sorry. Anyways, go ahead.
So we're in like 4th grade, 5th grade, 6th grade.
I'm in like college.
Yeah.
You never know.
Yeah. But one of my friends in 6th grade told me that the Eclipse was a chick car. And I was
Ooh.
like, no, it's not. It's in
What a
Fast
diss.
It's in Fast and Furious.
You know what else is in Fast and Furious? Chicks. Chick car. Yeah, that's pretty funny. If anything was a chick car, it was the Peugeot, dude.
Yeah.
That thing was the slowest egg on the planet. That thing was hilarious. But I will give them credit. I think every racing video game needs to bring back rolling loading screens. I want to be modifying the car while it's driving. That looks so much cooler than parked in like a weirdly lit fake shop,
Yeah.
I do miss that.
Yeah. You know what I do miss too? So Forza, I think, is a great. So we can translate a little bit. So obviously, Need for Speed Underground 2 was the staple. Then you went into Midnight Club.
Yeah, my
I feel
next
like
game was Midnight Club 3 Dub Edition on PSP.
Yeah, PSP Dub Edition.
Then I finally got the GTI, put it on bags.
I feel like that was the next step up, and you could modify your cars, but it wasn't as drastic as Underground 2.
Mm-hmm.
And the very next game that came out that allowed you to do like crazy heavily modify your car was Forza.
Oh, which one?
Forza.
Like the motorsport?
Yeah, Forza.
Yeah.
Forza. I want to say Forza 4. I think was the game that I was playing at the time that I was just mind blown that I could lower my car ridiculously. I could swap any engine I wanted into it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I had a Miata that was rear wheel drive with a V8 in it.
Yeah, Forza was definitely like one of the first games that had like that type of crazy modification other than just aesthetics. I just remembered this. When I got my first Xbox, it came as like a package together.
Yeah.
It came with Project Gotham Racing 3 or something, which I believe is the same company that eventually turned into Forza.
Right.
So I totally forgot about that. That was back, I think I mentioned in the last episode, where I had that wheel that sat on my lap and did nothing.
Right.
But that game was sick because that was like the best graphics, most realistic thing I've ever seen at the time. And I remember being like, Mom, you gotta come check this out. You can see like rain on the car. Like, this is crazy. We're in the future.
Dude.
But yeah.
Speaking of telling your mom about things,
What'd you tell my mom about?
Dude, I used to. So at one point, unfortunately, I was a diehard PlayStation guy. So I got PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2. And then when PlayStation 3 came out, this was at the time where a lot of people split to Xbox 360. And I guess I was just unaware of this just huge shift of people saying, you know what, screw PlayStation, we're going to get Xbox. Mm-hmm. And I was like, But why?
We had cooler loading screens.
The
dude.
online was free. You had to pay for your membership on Xbox, and my parents were unwilling to pay for a membership. And so collectively, as a family, we got a PS3, and if I wanted an Xbox, I would have to go buy it.
Yeah.
So I got dragged into PlayStation. You know what PlayStation had? Gran Turismo. And at the time, I'm not going to lie to you, Gran Turismo, I feel like at that time point was far behind Forza. Because what I wanted to do was modify my car and do cool stuff.
They even still kind of lack on the whole modification
Yeah, they
thing.
don't let you do a lot of stuff.
I feel like that's how they have such good partnerships with brands to do licensing on like almost every car.
Any car.
Yeah, because that's like why Lexus and Toyota took their cars out of Forza for a long time, just because they didn't want to be associated with modification or like in the Horizon series, like street racing and that kind of stuff.
Right, which is pretty crazy that you see manufacturers not want to be part of a video game because they don't want to be represented by the culture that we have now created.
Yeah, which I feel like now it's finally coming into a
Full
swing where
circle.
the car stuff has gotten popular enough where they're like, it kind of looks bad if we're not in this.
Yeah.
Like if everything is in here and like our thing isn't, it looks like we're not good.
Yeah.
You know, that type of shit.
You know, it's crazy. They even talk about like the car aspect of not being in games. You know, Gran Turismo, like you were saying, is a great platform to include a lot of cars. Like you could, I know in the Gran Turismo games that I played, you can go into their their like used market or like online market, and you could find cars that you couldn't just buy regularly in the game, and they would have so many iconic cars that were just so rare and unique. I remember one of the cars that I sat inside the used market for and waited forever was a 1999 Cobra R, and at the time that was because I had a 98 Mustang GT that was then converted to like a Cobra-ish car, and the only car from that year that even resembled my car was the 1999 Cobra R, and I had to wait so long to freaking get it, and it took me forever. I finally got that car, but it was insane that they even had that car.
I feel like Gran Turismo almost breeds like a more mature car person, if that makes sense, because it's like less modify focused and more racing focused as far as maturity connecting to like motorsport and like proper functional stuff.
And I feel like that's the where they aim to hit, which is why I feel like their whole simulator aspect is so much more, I feel like, technologically advanced or more developed than Forza's, actually. And that's not like I'm talking shit on Forza. It just is.
No, yeah, because that's like their focus. Although Forza, they were expected to not be doing this for a while, but Motorsport 8, I think it is actually coming out soon. And that's like Horizon is the more free roam arcade side of stuff, and then the Motorsport is like real tracks, real races, a little bit less modification, but a lot more realistic physics, which I'm super excited to see if they make a big jump in that, because from Motorsport, whatever the last one was, to the new Horizon 5 feels 20 times more realistic than even the last Motorsport game. So I'm excited to see how realistic they make the next Motorsport game. I think that's actually going to draw in and maybe potentially take some eyes off of Gran Turismo, but honestly probably not. So
it's just hard to tell because Gran Turismo has been in the simulator game for so long. I even know back in I would love to give you the Gran Turismo names, but I can't. It escapes me now. There's so many of them. And at the time when I was 18, I tore my Achilles. And my only vehicle was a manual car, and unfortunately, due to my situation, I could not drive anywhere because my Achilles, my left foot, is what was torn, and I couldn't, engage my clutch. So I was just stuck at home doing nothing for like 9 months. And so what I did was build a whole simulator janky rig, and the nickname of it was Janky because I built it out of wood and casters so it could roll around.
I've seen a lot of those setups online.
And this was like before simulator setups were huge. And I was like,
way
I'm going to get a Logitech G25 or whatever, like the original 900-degree steering wheel, which and the 6-speed shifter and the 3-pedal clutch thing. And I had gotten this for like $250. Lo and behold, those exact one that I have had are now like $1,500 because they're so freaking rare. It's insane.
You don't still have it, do you?
No, I sold it.
Damn.
I actually sold it for more expensive. I sold it for $400.
Oh,
And
all
I
right.
was like, oh, sick. This is more
Nice,
money.
yeah.
But now I'm like, oh, man.
I can buy one more Gran Turismo.
Yeah. No, but I was drifting, racing, doing all these things, and I felt like I was getting so good at driving from sitting in the simulator. I have so many videos of me sitting in the simulator with a freaking cast, just
That's funny.
clutch kicking the shit out of this thing. And
I feel like me personally, I went through like a phase, like a Call of Duty phase in high school or middle school or something for Modern Warfare 2, where I was like a gamer.
yeah.
But before and after that, I really have never been a big video game person. I'd only play like Skate or like the occasional racing game because that's all I was interested in. But now, over the pandemic, I found out about like sim racing or whatever to a certain extent. I honestly, like, I cannot tell people enough that this shit is so worth it. Like, I don't know if it's
Let's give
because I
them the
missed.
entry point, like of what it would take to get into the sport of like what we do in real life.
Mhm.
To drift your car, to build a car like we do,
Yes.
and we don't even drift it. To build
No.
a car, to drift it, right?
Yeah,
Costs
you're
a lot of money.
thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars up just building the car, not alone or not even
driving it and breaking it.
yeah,
the wear and tear.
Exactly.
Right.
Wow. That's going to be a split screen just like last episode.
Right. And then to get into a sim racing setup, not a whole high quality like $10,000
don't
sim racing.
need
you
that.
don't need that.
Yeah,
Okay, to
it's
just
sick,
get
but
just to get the feeling in having like you're doing it. Alex has one here, and we just priced it out today because I want to get one.
yeah, it's $550 total, and for the amount of enjoyment you get out of it, that's nothing. Like compared to
Yeah.
the money that we spend on our cars, this is the best investment ever.
And that's not like unreasonable. $550 for anybody out here working a minimum wage job. Don't even make less than minimum wage. You can save $550 to get this sim set up and have a lot of fun.
Wheel, pedals, shifter, and like a nice
The chair.
ass seat that like connects everything and makes you feel like you're
Yeah.
actually in it. You're not like in
It
a
isn't made of
swivel.
wood and looks janky.
Yeah, you're not in like a swivel chair shifting and be like, whoa. But yeah, it's, again, I don't know if it's because like I wasn't really into this stuff, so I've missed like the whole progression of the technology. And now I just jumped into it at like an ideal point. And I'm like, whoa, this is really good.
I feel like it's more popular because, to be honest, in my experience, the shifter that you have here feels and reacts very, very similarly to what I had previously in the Logitech.
Mhm.
Actually, now that I'm actually staring at yours right now, it still has the same Mustang front end, the same underhooks.
Yeah,
The shifter feels the same. The pedal box feels the same as to what I had in the G25 so long ago. This was literally in 2000, probably 2013 when I tore my Achilles. This just shows you how old we are.
Yeah. I mean, again, I have no recollection of that time.
Right.
But okay.
And it just feels so similar, but I don't feel like it was very popular at the time because there weren't very many games that were supportive in simulation.
Yeah.
Simulation racing and F1. Actually, I think the whole Drive to Survive series for F1 really got people involved in like racing and wanting to even try this or even
1,000%.
Yeah.
I've gotten some TikTok comments where dudes are like, dude, you don't know shit because you know what I did? I watched that Netflix series and now I know everything on race cars.
Right. And I think that got so many people just as a generic based more interested in the automotive industry in general, and that points towards sim racing a lot more because it's an easy entry point. And sim racing in general has gotten really big, like actual leagues and shit now, whereas before that was not.
Over the pandemic, they say that the sim racing market like 10x'd itself just because everyone was stuck at home and then was like, what do I do? And then did some Googling and was like,
Did you ever try iRacing?
That's what I was doing. I think that NASCAR thing
NASCAR.
on my buddy's setup. Yeah. That's
iRacing,
like super realistic.
Absolutely insane.
Assetto Corsa.
Yeah.
I know everybody who like is into sim racing plays Assetto Corsa.
Yeah.
And if you mention any other game, they're like, that's arcade, bro. That's not even driving. You know what's more realistic than my Xbox controller? Anything else with a wheel. So shut up. I'm having fun. Leave me alone.
Right.
But eventually, I would like to get a PC and do some Assetto Corsa. I just want to do the, I forget it, the loop in Japan. That map that I see on like every video just looks so fun of dudes with like ripping Civics with actual like realistic traffic looks so much fun.
Yeah,
But instead,
I don't know what map you're talking about, but it's
No.
probably sick.
I am on TikTok a lot.
But yeah, the whole sim thing is like absolutely bonkers now. And now that we're going back to sim things and wheel stuff, I remember back in the day, Dirt 3.
Oh, I love the dirt game.
God, I
Yeah.
literally bought this dirt game to set up my exactly that, the Logitech wheel. And the reason that I started using it with Gran Turismo is because I absolutely just sucked
Yeah.
at doing this Dirt 3 thing with the simulator, and it just couldn't do it.
Dude, I think it's Dirt Rally 2.0. Maybe that's a different game. I don't know. But it's like the
There's
one that
something else.
everybody recommends for like sim setups. Obviously, like Forza 5 has sick like off-road stuff, but a fully rally dedicated game, and it's super old. It still is like the best one. That is so much different. It's so much fun, and it like I try to explain to people where if you're really into like cars or like car history, being able to even drive and feel slight differences in between the cars
Yeah.
like feels so cool because you're like, this is the like, yeah, I could like save up, work super hard to get this thing, and then one day I have this thing that I can finally feel how to drive. Or for like essentially no money,
Right.
I can drive anything I want. I mean, to an extent, obviously
Right.
it's not real, but it feels so fun. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, the force feedback does give you a little bit of an understanding of how like counter steering would really work.
Yeah.
With the 3-pedal thing, you can even practice clutch kicking and keeping your RPMs up. So like general like theories and like methodology of doing things work. Granted, your force feedback in a car and understanding how the car is going to work and rotate is drastically different from a simulator. But
It's not a direct replacement for C time,
yeah.
but some of the knowledge definitely carries over
It
because
does, yeah,
it's way
right.
better than this.
You're-
Like, you're learning
you're
nothing
not-
doing this.
Yeah. You're not just like high and dry, basically learning brand new. Your mechanics can transfer, whereas now you need to learn the physics going into a real car, and that's just like,
So, I'm going to bring up a game. I don't know if you ever played it, but I think this game is definitely responsible for making a lot of
Mario Kart.
no, a lot of aesthetic or like stance guys. Need for Speed Carbon,
Need for Speed.
where you could like custom shape
Yeah.
all your parts into anything you want, and that the main focus of the game is design.
Yeah.
I feel like that really screwed me up as a car guy. It made me this like aesthetic only stance guy.
So I played Need for Speed Carbon for a while, and what's funny is I liked the design aspect of that, but at the time when Need for Speed Carbon came out,
Mhm.
I was not into like designing my own stuff.
Really?
I was like, let me make
Oh.
this thing and put it on. I think this is the right game I'm talking about, because when did Carbon come out?
No, again,
It came out.
concussions. I have no recollection of
let's pull
anything
this up. I
older
think
than
this is-
2016. Actually, I remember H2O. That was 2014. That's about where my memory starts.
So yeah, Need for Speed Carbon came out in 2006.
Okay. Yeah.
So
yeah.
I did play Need for Speed Carbon because it was the next game in the lineage of like things. But at that time, like I said, I wasn't like into morphing things into my own thing. I just wanted it to look cool and shoot flames and do hydraulics and have spinners and do all that stupid stuff. Whereas, like we can even talk about this because we're going back into the game things. I really feel like those older games doing this is kind of what got me into being a car guy in general. The reason that I say that is because I was a gamer. I did a lot of things. I played sports, but at the same time, I also played games in my free time. I was a huge Call of Duty guy. I played Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare 2, all the Call of Duties until now. I have played them all. And I was heavy into doing those. I played the Halos. I played the freaking Metal Gear Solid.
People hate me for this. I have never played Halo. Ever. Once. I saw my friend play it once. That was the extent. Anyways, go ahead.
At Dadkin Skywalker on Xbox, really on anything on my PC. I'm at Dadkin Skywalker.
Is that your gamer tag?
Yeah.
Damn. Mine used to be Belay Does Work because in Call of Duty I was in this Does Work clan. Shout out Alec Butterini. What's up?
I used to be Dadmiral Akbar.
Oh.
My brother was Daddy One Kenobi.
That's pretty good.
And then we would just go in this tag team of rampaging, and you'd get just murked by freaking Dadmiral Akbar, Daddy One Kenobi, and we'd be.
And this is in Gran Turismo, right?
Yeah, this is Gran Turismo. Yeah, no.
Just get murked.
Yeah.
Headshot in Gran Turismo.
Yeah, no. So, but I always gravitated towards the skate. The whole lineage of skateboarding games, all Tony Hawk's, Skate itself, Skater XL, shout out Skater XL.
Real quick, if you're a BMX guy, Piped BMX, the demo that's been around for like 4 years now, they're finally making it. The game is really about to come out, and if y'all don't support it, he's not going to make any money and continue to make it, so fucking support it. Anyways, go!
Yeah, and so I always found myself gravitating towards these things. Skateboarding, cars. Skateboarding, cars. And I just thought it was cool.
Mm-hmm.
And as I...
Murder.
Yeah. Murder, occasionally.
Yeah, just a light murder.
Then I mixed in Grand Theft Auto, where it was cars
a lot
and
of murder.
Murder people with my car.
Exactly. Dude, that I feel like even Grand Theft Auto is making like its own type of car guy now with like the extended streamers and everything.
The freaking modifications people are doing, and they have car meets, full on car meets in Grand Theft Auto.
It's like a car game within it now. It's pretty wild to see it come that far. But what would you say, what game do you think had the most impact on the style you have now?
Oh, the style that I have currently, right now?
Right now, and like one that's kind of carried over your whole life. Because I feel like you're like a mix of like stance car stuff, but also
race
performance,
cars.
Functional. Because like the Genesis, it's got good fitment, stretch tires, but it also makes
450 wheel horsepower.
Yeah, that's that's a mix.
Yeah.
But
I also imported the most JDM wheels the first time I did it and put it on. People hated that VIP GT thing.
Yeah, those are sick though. VIP GT is the best.
Maybe I don't think it was. And looking back on it, that was not the right wheel for the car. But the wheels in general were just sick.
Yeah, the wheel with Traffic Stars.
The Traffic Stars, the Riverside Traffic Stars. I
love those. Big face.
Okay. The game that most I think would have influenced my style initially, obviously I would say Need for Speed Underground 2. Mm-hmm. And then what really influenced what I liked doing was Forza. Because the Forza Horizon games allowed me to start wide bodying cars, make them low, and make them drift. But then I could also put like V8s and turbo things. And so I was like, dumb hyped. I'll tell you, my most guilty pleasure when the not Forza Horizon, when Forza first started doing the whole modification, put any like engine and shit that you wanted. I was huge on like Monster Miata was my thing. I wanted to get a Monster Miata so badly. I thought the idea of putting a big engine V8 in a small car was the craziest thing and so cool, and I wanted to do it. And when Forza let me do it, I was like,
here we go.
And
still is the coolest thing in real life.
And so that's kind of like what shaped, I think,
that makes sense.
My style in cars is make it look cool, make it go fast. I guess
that totally makes sense. One thing I think we definitely need to throw in here.
Oh, Car X really shaped my style, but that's
Car X totally. Shout out whoever makes that for actually having a game where like suspension modification is unlimited to a point where it's like, make it unfunctional, I don't care. Again, these other games can't do that because of licensing issues.
Right.
Like Lexus would not be down if Forza was like, you can run -30 and have your car glitch through the ground. That's fine. And throw sparks constantly.
That's also why Lexus LC is not in there and the LFA is not in there.
No, the LFA is in Forza. We have the LFA, RCF Track Edition, and a SC300 right now.
But Gran Turismo's got all of them.
Yes, which I'm very pissed about. Do you know how many people have sent me screenshots of their Gran Turismo who are like, I tried to make your car, but this is as close as I could get. And it's like Gran Turismo modifications where it's like weak fitment, wheels that are not the same, but kind of. Yeah. But I'm still like, I would do anything for Forza to add the LC into the game. Like, please, for the love of God. They just added the RCF Track Edition, so I feel like it's a possibility, bro. I don't know. But Need for Speed, what was the one where they introduced Nakai?
It was Need for Speed.
Because that was a huge deal.
The 2015 edition where they like rebranded Need for Speed as just Need for Speed. And they had like Nakai, they had Ken Block, they had Magnus Walker.
They had like Street Devils on it.
Yeah,
they had
everybody.
think they had Circuit Soul. They had like so many of the cool that era. Uh, I don't want to use this word, but Instagram people
Right.
of like the people. This was like pre-car Instagram. Like this was like not.
I guess
it's hard to
kind
explain.
of, kind of.
It's
I feel
before
like
it
it's
turned
so,
into
what
whatever it is now.
Yeah, because it was so drastically different. I remember because I first started doing Instagram and I want to say like 2013, 2012-ish. And that was just personal use for like miscellaneous things. And I
Yeah.
started following some car guys, and you really had some followers when you were like 20K,
Oh, even
70K.
even
like,
1,000 at that time. I was like,
damn.
wow, that's a lot.
That's a
Yeah.
lot, right? And then recently, as we started growing, I think like most of my growth was with my Genesis, and I had
Mhm.
shot up.
Yeah, initially same.
Yeah, initially with the Genesis, and that's kind of like I was like, oh damn, 5,000, 6,000 people following me.
Yeah.
Shoot.
I hit 3 and I was like, don't even talk to me anymore. No,
Yeah,
I'm kidding.
I'm dude, famous. Dude, and that's when everybody is like, oh damn, you
That's
out here
that.
making it.
That's that Virginia famous when you hit
Yeah.
2K.
Yeah.
When your town only has 2K.
Right, when your whole town, when your
Yeah.
whole school is following you. Right.
Exactly.
No. But yeah, that was the game that really kind of
Yeah.
changed.
That was such a good game because like that was one of the first that had like real wide bodies in it that really like even the cut scenes were like
Cool.
the actual
Movies.
people
Yeah.
from those teams and those crews and those companies creating like this like street racing movie around it.
Right.
Granted, I never finished it because I borrowed it from a friend and then I thought I had it downloaded.
do
He
you-
moved and I just never bought it
Do
again.
you not see a reoccurring problem with Alex here?
I don't finish video games because I don't care about the storyline.
He just gets what he wants, and
Yeah.
he's like, cool.
I'm like, this is enough to have fun later.
Yeah.
That's it. That's like the exact same reason why I don't do motor work on any of my cars because I'm like,
It looks
I'm like, this is enough to have fun. I don't need to do anything else. Like, would I enjoy another 300 horsepower? For sure. But do I care enough to do it? No. Do I have the funds to do it? Also no. But yeah, that game was like, I think groundbreaking for as far as like bringing in the actual like car scene audience.
I think it's groundbreaking in the sense of doing exactly what Need for Speed did at its origin, because it walked away for a while when they did like Need for Speed Pursuit and Street and
where
all
it was
these
like
other
just drag racing.
yeah, right. But Need for Speed Underground 2, we'll go back to that because that's like a staple, iconic. It recognized the scene and it gave the scene credibility because it did what was current, what the actual car people were doing.
Yeah.
And it walked so far away from what the actual scene was, trying to make it a good game, hot pursuit, do all these crazy things. Like,
I had like friends who had their brand in the game on stickers.
right.
Like they had so much cool shit.
And then when this game came out,
Night
it was
Runner
like,
was in there.
right.
Yeah.
It came out to like recognize the community. Let's go back and do some real shit.
Yeah. And I
then-
guarantee those people in the cutscenes who are like our age now were also the same people who grew up playing Need for Speed Underground 2 and stuff like
Right.
that. So, I mean, I remember like some of the stuff that I would see around it were those people just being like so honored that they were allowed to be involved in that project, even
Right.
going into like Need for Speed Heat with Kilograms, his name?
Right.
Yeah. Kilogram had his car in there. They're still like incorporating like
Yeah.
real people in the scene and all that kind of stuff, which is so cool.
Yeah, Kilogram actually built that Polestar to be on the cover.
Yeah,
Which was
yeah.
nuts.
Yeah.
Shout out to Daniel.
Where did that thing go?
That
that
was,
his?
That was a publicity car.
Okay.
And like he built it for them, I believe.
Okay. Because
Yeah.
I remember like seeing it for the launch, and then I just never saw it again
Yeah.
because I always thought it was his like he happened to have that car, and then they were like, "We're choosing you for the cover. Build it."
I think they contracted him to build it.
Yeah. Well, that makes sense because of his track record
Yeah.
and his shop.
Right.
Yeah.
But okay, now we've talked about video games for a long time. You guys are probably like, all right, or
Yeah.
you're reminiscing, like, oh,
Yeah.
yeah, this is
You're like, what else could they possibly talk about video games for this episode? Well, we're not talking anymore. We're doing.
we're gonna hop on the sim. Alex and I are gonna go head to head.
We have a little. We're not doing a track from Forza 5. We're doing a grip hill climb time attack, and then a rally hill descent time attack, and we're gonna time it from start to finish. We're doing both in one go, and whoever wins.
Gets $500. I'm just kidding. If you don't want to watch this,
I'm
part,
down.
No, because I'm already gonna lose.
No, I'm down.
I'm already gonna lose. This
Yeah.
is your thing. You own this and play this every day.
Yeah, I have a little bit of a home advantage, being that this is my home. But okay, should we lay out any other rules?
Do you want to do your call out first, or do you want to do your call out as you're driving?
We're gonna do our call outs mid-race to make this as difficult as possible. So we will see you guys
In 2 seconds. As of right now, what you guys are looking at is me looking absolutely ridiculous in the simulator
and
while
me trying to get my mic on.
Alex sits here in his cat ears
Judging.
judging.
Yes.
Oh, this is the first time we've ever even acknowledged your cat ears. Maybe
Open
I'll
your
take that
phone.
out.
I gotta fill
So-
up the call out.
At some point during this whole thing, I'm going to have to do my call out.
And I'll show it to him, and he will have to do this while we do this time attack uphill. So,
Okay, so
And I'll be recording time.
are you ready?
I'm ready. You let me know.
All right, you ready? Got to do the good old Honda.
3, 2, 1, go. All right, and we're
And
off.
we're off. Show me my phone.
I think this guy with the S2000 might
Jo-
be following you.
Josh Subaru
Yes.
is going to be my call out. He's got a pink Blob-eye Subaru, and it's sick. It's static. Big TikTok guy.
Getting a little wide on the first turn.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to, dude. It is so
You're in
hard
fourth
to.
gear?
I'm in fourth gear, trying to get after it in this thing, trying to get after my call out. But it's a pink and white Blob-eye Subaru. It's static. It's ridiculously low. He lives somewhere where there's snow,
Right.
and he literally uses it like a snowplow, and it's ridiculous. It's sick. You guys should go follow him. Alex didn't believe he was static,
Yeah, then I saw the rebound, and I was like, oh, it actually is static.
and you guys should go follow him. Okay, cool, sick. Thanks.
Okay.
Now I gotta get back to driving before I start crashing.
Definitely show the picture of his broken bumper. All right, you are 55 seconds in right now. About, I don't know what you set as a destination, but okay.
I'm in a
Oh no,
drift
that's
zone
because
with
the
the
drift
front
zone.
wheel.
Yeah. So he's driving a 350 horsepower all-motor Civic EK Type R, of course, because I got to keep it classic, all white on white, OEM plus, baby. One of my favorite cars in this game to drive, just because, you know, from Virginia, big Honda guy. Minute and a half. We're about a quarter of the way up the hill here,
This is like Pikes Peak.
fighting that torque steer. Oh,
Yeah.
oh, your first spin.
Don't
go.
say first spin.
Oh, there will be more. Don't forget, there's also $500 on this.
There's
It
$500.
was your idea. A minute 50. Coming up. Oh, there's another guy waiting. Doesn't want to race you. He sees the Type R. He's like, I ain't messing with that in my C8.
Doesn't
2
matter.
minutes. Straight through the chicane. Oh. Tyler coming up the back end.
He's losing it. Dude, who put freaking drift slicks on these fucking Type R's?
They're
Why is it
radials,
all
bro.
over?
Come on.
It's all over the place.
No, they're not radials. They're like the race compound. They should be the grippiest. It's just that front wheel drive line. We were gonna do the AMG 1 from a previous episode, but it's a lot for this course, and both of us were flying off trying to get sweaty with it. So we decided to go with a little bit of an equalizer 300 horsepower Civic. So.
Dude, I was doing so good earlier on the test runs with this, and now I'm just
You're
driving.
doing better right now.
I'm driving like trash.
It's not the best. You were doing a lot better earlier. Should have got you a little bit more seat time. Again, it feels a little bit unfair because this is
Sun's right in my eyes.
Yeah. Watch, it's gonna be my turn and it'll start raining. 3:15 right now. Coming through. Almost there. About a little over halfway. And rewind. This counts on your time.
Let's go a little bit more
Yeah,
back.
maybe one more. You're at 340. Oh,
What the?
I don't think you let the wheel straighten out. I think you're just gripping it. When you hit play, just let go. Make sure it's straight. Yeah, see? Yeah. Not that much. God damn it. All right, we're at 4 minutes.
This is not really how I actually drive. I can really whip a car pretty well, except just not in a simulator, apparently. Catch me on the K1 course, baby, in an actual go-kart, and let me see you put some times down. Are you willing to put money on one of those?
I'll put money on a kart race.
On a kart race?
Car.
On a car race?
In the rocks again. One more time. We're at 430 now. And he's stuck. So you should be hitting X. 435.
Come on.
437.
Come on. Dude,
You gotta go back a little while too. Oh, there you go. Slow and steady.
Fourth gear.
Approaching 5 minutes. Got 2 people tandeming coming straight at you. I'm starting to understand why you did the shout out in the beginning.
Yeah.
Put the focus and grind work at the end, baby. All right, we're almost there. We're getting towards the end right now. Coming up on this beautiful sunset here in Mexico. Oh, a little slippery. Blowing the motor on the turn. Into the guardrails. You're at 540.
546 next to 720.
Yes. Hopefully you don't get the 900. Once he gets to the top of the hill, he's going to swap cars to the rally to do the downhill, which should be pretty interesting. But that time will not be counted in the pause menu, obviously. We're not that mean. It's one of the last bigger turns here. Is he going to go off the edge? No. Oh. I take it you're still not a Civic guy.
No.
Okay. We're at 627 right now.
All right, I don't need you counting.
Just letting you know. That's my literally only job.
I don't
Commentate and pressure you with the clock. Okay. As soon as you pause it, I'm hitting stop.
Okay.
And it is the end of the first one. Okay, stop.
Okay. Count me down.
All right, counting you down. 3, 2, 1, go.
And right now, what are we driving, Alex?
We are driving some sort of new wow. Okay.
New Lexus?
No, quite the opposite. Wow, it is really dark actually.
Oh, I cannot see.
Yeah, good luck.
Oh, that's a rock?
Yep. This is a Hummer EV.
Oh, I almost went off the edge.
1,000 horsepower. Also remember, no clutch, no gears. So all gas.
No brakes.
Yes. I'm really interested actually to see how this goes because this is super dark with all the lights we have around us. Oh, hugging the edge of the cliff, about to go off. Oh. It's weirdly quiet because this is an EV.
EV car? Yeah.
Yeah. I want to say that this is based off of the Hummer EV, like the production model. Honestly, I have no idea. I think Forza just added this to the game recently. It's pretty crazy looking. It's like a real, like Baja racer. We're at 1:15 right now as he makes his way back up the hill. Did you ever think you'd be racing with your reputation? Oh, I'll give it to you. I'll give you that, actually. I'll give you that. He's taken quite the shortcut. Try to shoot it left.
I can't steer. I gotta rewind it before I go off the cliff here.
I was actually gonna give it to you.
No, I'm not. I don't
All
want to cheat that bad.
All right, minute 50.
As of right now, I don't really care.
All right, hit some jumps maybe. There we go. All right, there
Sit.
we go.
You said you were gonna give that to me. Right?
Yeah. I'll give it to you however you get to the bottom.
Oh, really?
I mean, don't go straight down. But I'll try to beat that one. Whatever those two add up to be.
Sick.
Because
I'm gonna need it.
well, not only that, but this downhill in the dirt is also extremely loose. And if you're not familiar with like the Logitech steering wheels have a slight bit of lag, especially when you have a completely outdated Xbox like myself. For someone who's not that used to it, it's a little bit more
Somebody who's
annoying.
not that used. Actually, tell them how it really is. When you don't.
He's going back up the hill, guys. This is him. This isn't the Xbox. 3 minutes. And remember those turns to not take that I told you earlier.
Yeah.
This dude is MX versus ATVing this shit
Unleashed.
right now. Yeah.
Speaking of video games. All right, this is actually like I don't have a lot of simulator experience. I'm getting real sweaty.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
It's hot in here. We will be putting the AC on in between laps when I start. You're at 3:30. This could have actually saved you a good amount of time. These shortcuts. Literally, all you got to do is go straight. It's crazy.
What's really crazy is that like I'm trying to just go straight, you know?
This is what I'm saying with the lag. He's like, he spins out, and by the time he corrects, he already spun out. When in real life, the correction actually would have done something. Literally driving in circles right now. 4 minutes. Go around like a horseshoe. Don't go straight onto that. Oh, or you can go to the rock. That's fine.
Okay, so I see where I went wrong there, you know.
Which one?
Around like a horseshoe.
4:30, pressure bump.
Which way? Around like a horseshoe.
Yes.
God. I can
A
tell.
horseshoe is a U, not a line.
Not straight. Oh God. The gearbox.
You gotta push down.
The
There you go.
gearbox is not putting me back into first. I'm
so close.
I'm gonna look real stupid here.
Oh. Bruh. Did we practice the downhill dirt? Or
No.
Oh, that might have helped a little. My bad on that. 5 minutes.
Hey, I'm at 10 minutes total.
Yeah. Which, granted, this is a long track. If you just go to the road.
You just go to
Just
the
go. Oh my God. You turned around 10 feet from the road. And pavement. Okay.
We made it.
5:32.
We made it. We made it.
5:32.
Everybody in the comments down below.
Hopefully your shout out is not disappointed to be associated with that.
Hey, let's drift some real cars. This says 6 minutes.
Yeah, on that one. Not both.
I'm gonna be addicted.
Do it. That's what I need.
All right, you ready? I'm gonna count you down. This time I'm gonna put you actually on the timer. We fucked up, my bad.
One more time.
One more time. One more go at this.
All right.
Here. All right, ready?
Yes.
Set. 1, 2, 2.5,
Okay.
go.
Gotta do the little Honda torque steer in the beginning, dude. Just
Okay.
shits and giggles. Oh, where am I going?
Okay,
Into the first turn.
and you ready to do your...
You want me to do the call out right now?
No, yeah. I was just asking if you're ready.
I'm ready whenever you are, bro.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
You sure you're not gonna drive yourself into a ditch?
no promises. Tyler, I don't know if we said this in this one, but Tyler's deciding when I do my call out for this.
Right.
And I can't use rewind. So in a minute, I might be hanging on for dear life on the edge of a cliff. And don't judge my head because it acts like I'm actually driving. I cannot help that.
You are 2 minutes in.
What?
No.
Okay. I was like, wait, what?
All right, and now you're gonna do your call out.
Okay, I'm shouting out Project. He's a guy I met at Wetfest actually.
What kind of car does he drive?
Yesterday. I believe it's a Mercedes.
What is that?
A Mercedes C63, I think. I'm kind of looking at a I'm kind of looking at a screen right now. Why did I hit the e-brake like I was gonna slide that?
What kind of wheels does he have?
He's on some polished BBS RSs with some slant lips. I believe they're 18s. He's got a sick half cage in the back. It's gutted. He's rocking about negative, I don't know, maybe like 10 to 12 degrees of camber.
Where's he from?
Oh, dude, I just met him.
It says it on his Instagram profile. You don't know?
Let me look at it. Hold on.
Okay, read it. It's right here at the top.
He's from California, Colorado, and Arizona with some fingers. I don't know where he started, but he's in all of them.
What team is he from?
He's from Team Aftermath, written in cursive, of course, so it's extra hard to read.
Can you tell me the people that you're also following that he's following?
I cannot. It's super clean though. It's like one of my favorite cars I saw at WECFest. Black. Of course, the opposite of what. That sounds racist. Sorry.
Oh.
Never mind.
You are now at 4 minutes.
Really?
No.
Okay. My call out's done.
Oh man, you're driving like trash.
I bet. Watch me go into this tree. Oh shit, dude. This is so much harder without being able to really hear
Or pay attention
the
or focus
car.
on it, right?
What? I got ADD, bro. This is my sweet spot.
Right, driving into
I
that.
got just enough shit going on around me that I can't focus on everything.
So about your call out, are you sure it's a C63?
No. Actually, I don't know jack shit about Mercedes. All I know, all I know is that I'm about to spin out, going to a pole.
How do you spell his handle?
PR0JEKT. Is that right?
It is right.
Look at me go. I only glanced at that for a second too.
That is what is PRO.
Sorry, Alex. Rest in peace, Alex Trebek, the legend. Is that the right show?
I don't even
I think
know.
it is.
But
Shouts out to going to my grandpa's house, watching that in Dukes of Hazzard.
you are right around the 5 minute mark.
All right, we're coming in hot.
You have arrived at your destination.
Is it really 5 minutes? This
Yeah.
feels.
Yeah, are you gonna say it feels way faster than what I was doing?
Yeah. I haven't spun one.
What are you talking about? You didn't spin once.
Okay.
Bro, you're in.
I
You're in
told you.
spin right now.
I might as well be in the dryer the way I be spinning these turns.
You are coming up on 5 minutes though.
All right.
In about a minute.
I ain't spin shit but the block. As
You're about to spin these rod bearings is what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, just somehow blow a motor in Forza and add to the time.
Oh.
Without the sound, it really feels like I'm going absolutely 0 miles an hour.
Yep.
Standard
And
Honda
you,
things.
we're not far off my time, ladies and gentlemen. We are not far off my time.
This is not possible.
We are not far off my time.
Almost lost it on the last.
It is 4 minutes and 30 seconds here.
Really?
4 minutes and
Wow.
30 seconds.
Okay.
This man thought he was doing just night and day better than me.
I'm
He could
about
still
to-
drive off the face of this planet right here.
All right, and stop.
And 4 minutes and 43 seconds. All right, let's get ready to rumble.
Okay. Let's not do that. Jesus Christ. You count me down. I'm in the Hummer. We're going downhill.
Alex Burley.
We're going downhill. I'm
One
wiping out.
electric Hummer down Pikes Peak Mountain in 3, 2, 1, go.
right.
Big Hummer guy over here. Look at this. He's driving 125 miles an hour. He's coming around this bend real quick here. Oh, shit, there's a rock. And he hit the rock. He makes contact.
You sound like you're on a CB radio.
Yep. He makes contact. I'm trying to do... that's exactly what I'm trying to do here. Is just... Oh. And... here he goes. Ladies and gentlemen, Alex Burley here. Shit in the bed.
I don't even know where I'm at. Or restart that. Oh man. All right.
That was good.
That was interesting. If you want to see more of this shit show,
Like,
comment, subscribe.
Yeah, and
See you guys in the next one.
bye.
Peace. Holy fucking shit. What a nightmare. This is going to go at the very end of the podcast. Please remember this. That is stolen from Tyso. If you know what that is, I love you. If you don't, look it up. Okay, bye.